Hello, this is TV. I'm the co-founder of Prosperon, and I wanted to talk to you all today about why we should all invest in equity. While we know in financial planning that asset allocation is important, some money must be put into gold, some into debt, some into equity, maybe some into commodities. In the long term, if you live in India and are subject to the current taxation, you are not forced, but in a way it's incumbent upon you to try and beat inflation and tax. Tax is an obligation as a citizen of India, and inflation is a fact of life, a reality of life, and it may be 5%, but it could also be varying between 5 and 10%, dependent on the kind of goods you consume and services you consume. So just to give you an example, we know bank FDs and gold and real estate dominate the investment of the Indian consumers' savings. Maybe only equity is 5-6%. Now, this is a terrible mistake, in my opinion, because all these people are getting 7 to 10% per annum, and with slab rates varying from 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way up to 35%. And after that, deduction of tax, and also after the deduction of inflation from the return after tax, most of them are getting zero returns. So basically every year, either you are in the same spot as last year in terms of purchasing power, or you're actually going in the reverse direction. So I don't know how to explain this, but I think all of us who have a time horizon of at least 20 years must invest a substantive portion of our money in at-risk investments like equity. Keep the money you need for 12 months expenses in a liquid mutual fund. Definitely get into gold, because gold is a contrarian investment. It's a hedge against inflation in normal times, but in the kind of times we're going through, geopolitical risks, etc., it is possible that you will get an abnormal return, as we are getting today. Real estate can now be bought digitally through the various instruments available and the mutual funds, and you can get into that. You don't have to buy physical real estate. And finally, in equity, I think the best people in our country run these fantastic companies, and we should look at equity as business owners and believe in the long-term macro outlook of our country, and in the short to medium term, ignore the volatility and the noise. So this is my 2 cents worth of advice. Please don't become too conservative in your investments. You have to beat the twin monsters of tax and inflation. Within that, you can be conservative. You can do more large cap, less mid cap, even less amount of small cap. That's fine. But participate in the growth and progression and flourishment of the best managements in this country. Then you will feel true power of compounding. You will get richer every passing year. So this is my advice to everyone. Please, there is the risk of taking too little risk. Make sure you don't take too little risk. Make sure you don't take too much risk. Have a balanced portfolio. But the best story in this country is the capital market story. Be a part of it. Have a great day. Stay fit. Stay financially savvy. Remember, wealth and wellness go together. Take care.